So we are the Okamotos. My name is Justin.
My name is Tabitha.
And we've been going to Roots for about 3 years. And we are about to head to Recife, Brazil for a minimum of 2 years and try to work in a full-time ministry there. I think something that was really special about Roots was we had been at other churches, but some of them were very large or based around colleges where students would come and go, and so it was hard to find like a consistent, loving, community. And when we got to Roots, that was something that was super apparent. Like, people were very welcoming and very loving, and really did life with each other, and that was something that was really cool. Like, we really felt the love of God through His body there, and that was something that was really special. And I think we tend to think like living the radical Christian life means you have to do X, Y, and Z, or go to across overseas. But I think just being able to love in a way that is confusing is such a testimony. And that happens so many times where I'm like, man, how are people, why are people doing this for us, or why are people this way, and so that was something that we found at Roots that was like really awesome.
Mm-hmm. And to me, Roots has been a huge blessing in our ministry. So I've been staff in Roots for the last year as the director of the kids ministry, and I felt like Roots really equipped me for this next chapter in our lives, going down to Brazil and working with kids there. So it was a huge blessing to growth in how to evangelize kids in our ministry.
There are a lot of details and things that I want to share, but I'm going to try to summarize it because I took too long last time. But basically, at the end of 2021, I had taken some time off. We spent some time to travel and see family, and spent extended time in Brazil. I got linked up with this ministry down there, and volunteered with them for a few weeks. And the idea was, when we came back in 2022, we were going to set roots down in Seattle and possibly start a family and other things. But when we came back, we felt like a little unsettled, like God was kind of pulling us in another direction, and that was kind of awesome too, because that was not at all our mindset before. We were kind of looking forward to coming back. We've been moving around a lot, and so we were looking forward to that, but when we came back, we felt differently. So basically all of 2022, we've been praying about this idea of going back to Brazil, and there were some cool times that God kind of gave us some cool confirmation, or set something, in our hearts that we both were thinking about in private. And when we come back, to talk to each other, we realized that we both had the same thing in our hearts.
So we're partnering with Shores of Grace. It's a ministry in Brazil, Recife, that they work with kids, homeless kids and girls in prostitution. And my role specifically would be towards the missionaries' families. I want to help the kids to have a better time adjusting to the Brazilian culture, the Brazilian language, and to minister their hearts. And at the same time, allowing the parents to have time to both be in ministry together instead of having to take turns to take care of their own kids.
Yeah, and for myself, I think I'll be kind of a pair of hands for doing whatever at the ministry for a while until I can get a hold of the language, and then, see exactly where I fit in.
Prayer is a big one right now. We
Yeah.
can be praying for our moving there, for this transitional time that we're having right now. We will really appreciate everyone's prayers.
Oh, also prayers just to give us both really a heart for the people down there, and to just do everything in love and not in our own, flesh and our own volition. I think that would be a big thing, because this isn't just like a 2-week thing. It's going to be long term, and I don't know what it looks like, and I know that it can be easy to burn out if we try to just go and do things in our own efforts. So that would be a big prayer.
So I would add a request for protection, that God will protect us while we are down there, protect our marriage, and just protection
Yeah, and lastly, just prayers as we transition, not just like the logistics of everything, but just getting adjusted to a new culture. It'll be different for Tabitha as well. It's a whole different area of Brazil, and obviously for me, it'll be very different.
Can you start by volunteering for Sprouts?
Yes. It would be awesome. We'd love to see people down there. You know, we'll be talking with Dave and what that could look like. You know, I think just knowing that there's a body that we can go to in times of, you know, in hard times, just knowing that we can count on you guys to be able to reach out and you know, get emotional support in that way, and also like financially, I think it would be fun to have you guys, you know, do like fundraisers for, you know, whatever needs are down there for the ministry. Once we get down there, we'll have a better idea and be able to, you know, reach out to you guys for financial support in that way. Yeah, Roots is definitely going to make it be the bitter and the whole bittersweet of having to leave, but we still really hope that you know, we can keep the connective kind of tissue between us, and so we pray not only just for prayers, but you know, hope to see you guys in person, or, you know, just have a call every once in a while. So please reach out.
No, we're excited. We love you guys. It is bittersweet. We will miss you all, but it's going to be a fun time and a growth time that we'll miss you guys, but we count with your prayers, and yeah, we love you.